A very good evening to one and all as we welcome you to the Hazley Crawford Stadium here on 360 TV as we bring you live coverage of the TT Premier Football League featuring Juan Jabloteh up against Prison Service FC. Again, our coverage is with the kind compliments of as we continue our coverage through the Premier League. This is the Juan Jabloteh outfit. The man, the number 10 you see there, of course, is the prolific Daryl Garcia, and he of course was on fire just over a week ago before of course jetting off with the national team for that Bolivia friendly which they lost 3-0, but all of this is good experience for these youngsters as they look to go to. This is a crucial game because this game is featuring the number 4 team with 38 points. That's Prisons. They have 12 wins, 2 draws and 5 losses from their 19 games, so 38 points. And Jabloteh, the Prisons are currently 4th. Jabloteh are currently 6th on 30 points. And so they'll be hoping to continue their climb. Prisons, they have won 4 of their last 5, and of course their last win was a crucial 1-0 victory over Club Sando, the team that currently sits in 2nd place in the standings. They play later on this evening, and of course in this game, of course Jabloteh are 5 wins on the trot, so they are looking to continue their winning ways. So both of these teams, Hot Prisons, remember, started the season like a house on fire with about 4 wins on the trot. And here you go again, looking to see if they could stop this runaway train that is Jabloteh. And immediately, I've seen this now for a couple of occasions. It's a kind of a head scratcher, but I suppose they want to put the ball deep in the opponent's half and then try to press it there and see if we could win it back in the up position. And there's precisely what they were hoping for as they're able to win it back. But I firmly believe you probably want to get somebody upfield and see if they could contest the ball up there. You never know what could happen when players are now starting. They might be a little bit hesitant and you might get a bad collection or something and you could pinch it off them. But here we go again. Prisons, very direct and not afraid to put in. Now here they have a chance. Early o'clock and just wide of the mark there. So again, early goal against Club Sando almost did a similar thing to Jabloteh in back-to-back games. That would have been a story by itself. But he was close, he was clean through. He just failed to make the type of connection that would have been. And here again, Jabloteh living dangerously at the back. And every time you allow the ball to bounce in the area, you're really flirting with danger because it could so easily go away from you. Jabloteh again now trying to build Martin. He's had a really good season. And Fraser, quickly, this is a good opportunity now for Jabloteh to hit quickly. Can they respond? Ball is hooked back inside, just almost trapped there. Now, opportunity here for Trustrell, and he scores! Well, again, the defenders failed to clear it out, and Caden Trustrell, he's been trying and trying and trying. Finally, he gets one on target, and it's paid it. Just two. What a start for Jabloteh. When you consider that they could easily have been 1-0 down with the opportunity that Figueroa got early on. And he didn't take advantage of that. And now here is his team now. So how things change and change quickly. Paris gets it back, and they decide they're going to go all the way back now to Gray in goal. Jabari Gray, of course, would have felt that he could have done better with that. That's a tough ball. Back it goes to Dos Santos. And again, he too, almost as if both defenses, they're just trying to give the ball away to the opponents, because clearly that was a really bad pass. First, it was a tough ball back to the goalkeeper. And now you could see the defender Martin apologizing, and he put his goalkeeper under immense pressure. And luckily for him, when he tried to hurriedly play it out, he, as we say in local parlance, he tipped the ball, and it's just sort of sat up there, and luckily it was taken away. It was a good battle again from Chestrail, but Jabloteh, all of a sudden, and you've seen it from both teams. I don't know if it's the pace at which the game is being played, but almost routine plays, guys are having a hard time executing. Here we go again, another bad pass, but luckily it is coming the other way. Jabloteh 1 and Prisons 0. That's where we are early in this first half. Plenty of time for Prisons to recover, but that's not going to help when they get themselves all twisted into knots there. Now trying to buy some time. That's good football, getting it out of harm's way. Williams. There are a couple of Williams. There's Kyron and then there's Kevin Williams. And you see that one, Kyron Williams, getting involved as well. Big ball play down there, hoping to get it out on the far side to the other Williams. Kevin Williams is the one, the intended target on that occasion. So really a blistering start to this game. Jabloteh scoring early, that should ease the pressure, but again we're looking at these passes and it really just gifting the ball away. Good combination play, trying to control it now is Simon. He plays a lovely ball inside. Actually, it's not Simon. That was picked out there beautifully by Wesley John. Good ball inside, but Jabloteh again with those two very adept stoppers. And their wing-backs, they've kind of settled now for the last 3 or 4 games. The same combination. And so you've seen the big fella Wesley John going in the area. He is the intended target, and it doesn't get to him. Jabloteh, though, they're trying to come away with it, but they run into some problems. And again, the advantage being played. And would you believe the ball is given away? Jabloteh now screaming down that right-hand side. Opportunity, has an early ball. Problems here because there is support, and unfortunately, he just couldn't get the handle on it. That would have been a brilliant opportunity there for Fraser, but he couldn't control it, and it just ran away from him. In fact, the defender just got a little deflection, and that proved decisive in the end. Chestrail runs into some problems there, caught in possession, and eventually headed out by Jarvis. And the two Rahims, Rahim Jarvis and Rahim Kabi, the two stoppers for Jabloteh. Number 6 and number 5. Of course, Jarvis is the captain with the armband. He's really a sturdy defender. So Prisons now, Figaro trying to get involved, but taken away there. This could be another opportunity here. Jabloteh on the move, but again, the pass is not a good one, and that's easily given away. And but they get it back, and they're on the march again. More opportunities to turn and play. Jabloteh moving quickly, looking now Trestrail all the way over here to Fraser. Fraser decides he's going to take it into the heart of the defense, still going, and showed too much of the ball. Now our opportunity for a shot, and really didn't take full advantage of that swing. I'm sure he'd love to get that back. Lindell swing, and got it onto that favored left foot of him. Remember his days at Sawa North, where he ruled the roost in secondary schools football for a number of seasons. Just like you have Garcia, who was really the big noise 2 seasons ago, was it? When for St. Benedict's College. And Garcia, of course, really was like a man among boys, scoring goals almost at will. There's a big battle for the ball, but Cabby did well, and that is a handle ball there, unfortunately, for Williams, Kevin Williams. Away it goes again. Cabby gets it to Martin, but it's given away. Jabloteh, though, leading, but they haven't really settled, I would have to say. And Prisons are a very physical team, so you have to play with them because they will keep going and going. There's another ball played over, and again the defense just allowing the ball to bounce. You're really asking for trouble, but they come away with it, and this could be another opportunity for Jabloteh. They come screaming into the area or into the half, the Prisons half, but now they're kind of run into a wall there. The pass is not as acute, and this is more like it. Picked up there, and this is a great opportunity. Control again by Fraser. He's looking to turn his man, and he almost lost possession himself, but they're still under press here. Good opportunity. Is he going to pass it? Fraser trying to curl it, but it doesn't come down for him. You could see the intention. Unfortunately, the execution left a lot to be desired. So still the one goal in it. A beautiful strike from the teenager, Caden Trestrail. And this, of course, is a familiar ground for him. Fatima College would have had some big moments here during the secondary schools football league, and he would have been among the stars. So this is pretty much like home, like his second home, other than the Fatima College ground, of course. So Prisons trying to settle, doing well, but again, they somehow find ways to just give the ball away back to Jabloteh, and Jabloteh trying to take advantage now. Going back over on that far side. The ball in is not a particularly good one, and Trestrail is clipped there. That could be a card, and the referee isn't really prepared to give it at that stage. Referee Nikolai Nyron decided that it's not worth a card. McShine, not the best ball, but tidied up quickly. Again, another early ball played back to the goalkeeper, but his clearance is not a particularly good one. And that's one of the areas I'm sure his coach Gordon would love to have him improve in those distribution. Malachi Webb applying the pressure, looking for some kind of an interception. Eventually, it's headed out by Martin back to Prisons, and they start to build again. Simon getting it all the way back to Paris. Paris decides he's going all the way back to Gray now. And Gray just taking his time, asking his players for some kind of movement and not finding too much. So some of the fans still coming in here at the Hazley Crawford Stadium. And almost just gifting the ball back. Luckily, the control not the best. Prisons fighting, but Trestrail does very well to get possession once again for Jabloteh. They on the move once more. Here's the ball in. Should be a chance here, but the follow-up was just not there. And it's going the other way. Prisons trying to come away with it. We've seen a couple of players just lose their footing as well. Remember, there might be a little bit of give on the surface, probably a little bit of dampness. Good early ball inside, but can't pick out a red shirt. Prisons again, that's a tough ball. And he might be quick, Figaro, but not that quick. Martin again trying to go back to that same spot. Trestrail. And that's good work down that left-hand side. And excellent work again. Look at how quickly he's on the move. The referee doesn't blow the whistle, so Fraser loses out. Trestrail doing very well and being a real nuisance there, breaking up plays. And here's another opportunity. Jabloteh on the march, shot, and there might have been a deflection. And yes, it is a corner. So again, Garcia just not trying to. He's not going to spend too much time on the ball, not dwelling on it, looking to just shift his man. First move, and then the second one, shot is on the way. And unfortunately, on that occasion, this was Sween again, Lyndon Sween, not able to find the target. But you could see this, 8 of the players out there for Jabloteh actually started in the last game. And that's because a couple of them, Sween, and they were out of the country with the national team. But they're back in now, himself and Garcia among those. The 3 changes for this one. And but they have another corner kick now. We've seen how important corners are. There's a low one played inside. The header is not a particularly good one. And is it going to be, the referee says, let's do this again. Not sure what the call was. There might have been some kind of an infringement. And the referee is speaking to the players. Here they go. This time the ball is a much higher one, but it's good defensive work. And again, Trestrail, but he's being harassed. And there's an opportunity now. Jabloteh a little bit thin at the back. The ball is an early one, but that's a tough ball because it's behind his man, and they're not able to come away with it. But Trestrail does have it, and he is unfortunately trying to get it to his man, but it doesn't matter because the whistle has been blown. But you could see Trestrail was trying to hit Fraser and send him on his way, but Fraser was coming to the side of the field, and Trestrail was trying to get it sort of in an inside left position. Bit of miscommunication there, nevertheless. And again, It's a bad ball because the ball is intercepted quite easily. Here he goes again, Fraser, trying the ball over on that far side. This is interesting now. Jabloteh on the march once more. Opportunity here. Blood a shifting. Ball comes across, blocked. Another opportunity here. So, really. And it's going to be another free kick. But what a sequence. That was a strong ball. And it's a yellow card in there because, again, the tackle might have been just a little bit late. And come in from behind. And I don't think there could be any complaints there from Sween. Because had that happened to him, he would have been looking for a call as well. Unfortunately for him, he's been given a yellow card. And now we have a little delay. As if the referee is having a word with somebody. But I think all is well. So again, the game not really being allowed to flow. Both teams committing a fair amount of fouls, which of course will cause stoppages. Good pressure again. Jabloteh not relenting and making sure that they keep the pressure on. Like I said, we haven't seen much of Gus here just yet. He's been sort of platooning closer to the extremities of the field. But here we go. And that is going to be another infringement there. So neither team really backing down. That's the physicality of the league. Players are not afraid to dish out punishment. Malachi Webb there. We just saw Sween earlier. And of course, the referee will have to keep close tabs on Sween already booked. So he's going to have to be careful. There's another ball that is really a 50-50 ball that is easily intercepted. Unfortunately, Jabloteh couldn't take advantage of it. Back it goes to Dos Santos. Now he's been in good form, saving. It's his distribution is where I think he kind of falls short on occasion. There's another infringement. So the game is really a bit of a stop-start at the moment because neither team is backing down. And this could be a tough one because it's so firmly played. And I know the players are quick and they're encouraged to play at top speed, but it probably would help if they would just take a moment and ensure that the passes that they're attempting actually hits the target. This is where they want to have movement. And Webb again being harassed all the time. That's another early ball in, but just a little too strong. So you see in good intentions, the execution is probably not as spot on as it needs to be at this point, and that applies to both teams. Prisons now looking to get some momentum of their own. The middle of the park is wide open right now. Prisoners, if they can get some of their midfielders in there. John trying to go back over on that left-hand side, only for it to be intercepted. Rather, Kevin Williams was trying to get it out there, but he, again, not able to execute that pass very well. And as a player, I suppose it's a personal thing. You have to, at some point in time, realize if I make one pass and it doesn't hit the target, I make a second one, it doesn't hit the target, you better believe the third one has to be an accurate pass. You don't want to be constantly making passes that are errant and no way to find the intended target. There's a chance for him to redeem himself. There's a man right in front of him. Again, Trestrail was kind of waiting, pleading with him to pass it. He bypassed Trestrail and just gave the ball away. So I suppose it's just a mental thing for some of the players. It's almost like they're reluctant to play the simple ball, and they're probably confident enough in their own abilities to attempt the more expansive and elaborate passes, but sometimes you just need to keep it simple, especially in the middle of the park. You don't want to be giving the ball away, because then you're only doing shuttles, because every time you go forward and the ball breaks down, then you have to sprint back to cover, and then you win it back, and then you do somebody plays another long ball or attempted pass forward, you run forward to support, bam, it breaks down, you're then sprinting back again. So sometimes it just works in your favor to slow it down and build, make proper passes and keep possession. It's okay for the opponents to run and try to track it down, but that's one way to tire them out, is to move the ball around them and force them to have to play without the ball. And we all know at this level it's difficult for some players to play without the ball for extended periods, because that's exactly what happens. They just give the ball away time and again. Trestrail, another brilliant run and a beautiful ball. Opportunity here. Is the shot coming? Just wide. Well. Again, Malachi Webb and co breaking. Because he had time, he did the smart thing. He got up, took possession, or took a look, took a glance, saw the goalkeeper coming, had a good idea where he wanted to go, but now another opportunity here, but again the bouncing ball is causing problems, and Figueira unable to pull that one in. And it's turned over once again. It's back with Jabloteh. That's a tough ball. Again. A bit of a clumsy challenge there, but you could see coming, sort of pulling out of it, swing, but he was just kind of stooping down. And meant that the defender had to sort of ride and climb over his back in order to try and get the ball. So the game still, it's like it's like a seesaw. It goes from one end to the next, back to the others, and it just back and forth like that, with a number of stoppages in between. And so it's like they play for 30 seconds and then bam, it stops. And then they start again. Goalkeeper is coming and almost got into trouble there. And still Jabloteh haven't been able to get it out of harm's way. Martin does well. Can he hold it, keep possession? And he does brilliant work to get it, but again, the ball is not a particularly good one. Trestrail with another brilliant pass. Down the right hand they go. This could be interested now. Can Garcia do his stuff? He's coming inside, plays a great ball over on this side. Fraser again. And really, it's almost like he took the easy way out there, but it really was asking an awful lot from distance when he had options, because they had a lot of red shirts in attack. And instead of maybe using one of them, he opted to go for glory. So still just the one goal in it, an early goal in this game, as early as the 3rd minute of play. And since that time it's been back and forth. Both defenses being called upon time and again to make clearances. And again, the TT Premier Football League is live here on 360 TV with the compliments of KFC. And of course, we're covering all the Jabloteh games. Right now, Jabloteh trending. Here's another opportunity. This could be interesting. And the offside flag is up, so it doesn't count. And Figueroa again left a little bit too soon. And chested it. Side, and 2 players queuing up there. They were not the ones who were offside, but it was Figueroa who had drifted offside early. Still the 1 goal in it. We're into the 30th minute of play, so we're just under half hour. And Jabloteh clinging to a 1-0 cushion. Opportunity again to keep going. Still going. Plays the ball inside. Shot! The ball trickles just wide. Did he get a touch? The goalkeeper the referee says corner? Yes, he just got a touch on it. Goalkeeper, but it might just have been the boot of the defender. Here's a lovely ball in, a drizzle here at the Hazley Crawford. The ball stays in. Can he get it across again? Still, nice opportunity now, and that too is blocked. So players really sacrificing life and limb, as they say, just to make sure that it doesn't get in. So Prisons living dangerously but fighting for all it's worth. And now they're really exposed in the middle of the park as Fraser trying to, he went for a little ride, but the referee says play on. Now the men at the back post are the ones that are going to be in the danger men, but it's well played again, blocked off there by Rahim Jarvis, the captain for Jabloteh, reading it well, blocking off the passing lane and making the interception. So again, action at both ends, but mostly from Jabloteh. They're the ones creating the more dangerous openings, even though they haven't been taking them right now. A throw into Prisons. They could throw this very long indeed. Kevin Williams is lining up another one. This time the goalkeeper doesn't come, and the header is an errant one, so it's going to be a goal kick. So again, Prisons still clinging to fourth place in the Pro League standings, or the Premier League standings. They won their last 4. 12 wins, 2 draws, 5 losses for 38 points. They have a plus 13 goal differential. Jabloteh, by contrast, have won their last 5. And they, of course, have won 9 with 3 draws, 7 defeats, for their 30 points. They have a +3 goal differential. So both teams know a thing or two about winning, and it's just about how well they do it, and just carelessly they just give the ball away. So it really isn't the perfect scenario, because it was a simple ball, and you would think at this level guys would make that pass with their eyes closed. Careless again defending, because that ball is not going to come down very easily. Chance for the ball to come over, blocked again by Jarvis, and now it's a foot race. Malachi Webb trying to get there, but good defending. Would you believe the goalkeeper just played an atrocious ball, and really there's no pressure on him. There's no need for him to even speculate with that ball. Just pass it to your teammate, and he just gave it away for no apparent reason. So back it comes now. Jabloteh again. Martin trying to get the ball in. That's a good ball, but again the execution is not the best. Excellent work. Prisoners on the move now, and that's a good attempt at a reverse pass, but the Santos is going to pick that up quickly. Jarvis. Chestrell. Again, the pass is just a little bit off, but like I said, I could say that for both teams. They just don't seem to have their A game with them, and that's a crunching tackle there, pushing it back, and down he goes. Probably losing a little bit of skin there on the Mondo track. But Fraser seems to be okay. Trestrail again. McSween trying to get involved. And it's Garcia's demand. They would love to get going. He just seemed to be a shadow of himself out there on the extremities of the field. They probably need to get him a little bit more involved in the middle, or just so he sees a little bit more of the action. Churchill does well, gets a boot in, and Jabloteh just stretching for every ball, and just winning some of them, not winning all, but they keep in possession nicely on this occasion. And now they get a chance to get it away, but another stoppage. So like I said, they play in like 30-second spurts, sometimes not even that long. And the ball could change hands 3 and 4 times in that space of time. This time they play it on. Simon plays it, and then it's again after 3 or 4 passes, the ball changes hands. It's like a recurring theme. Jabloteh now on the move. Oh, that's a tough ball. He really didn't need to play that particular pass. He could have just held the ball a split second longer and give his teammates time. Instead, they just play it, and it's up to the intended target to do the needful. And don't give him much of a chance. And here's another stoppage. So the game really has been a real stop-start. It's been more stops than starts, really. It's been a curious type of game because neither team is being allowed to play. Here's another one. This is where prisoners can be so dangerous. That's because they have good height, and that man Ainsley John is a real weapon with his head, so you always have to account for him. And this is the problem for Jabloteh. After they make that play, that's where the issue is. Who is there to receive the next ball? And because the field is spread out that wide, they really don't have the next ball is almost always a speculative ball. They just, that's where the continuity isn't, and as a result, the ball is breaking down quite often after that second ball. So Prisons again with a chance to get it back into the danger zone. They have numbers up there, and Dos Santos is going to claim it. But who is he going to release it to now? And Malachi Webb again, just to hold on to the ball. And it's almost like he just didn't want to have to make the pass. And curiously, he just dummied the ball and dummied his own teammate, because nobody could get to the ball because it was so firmly played. And here he goes again with another errant pass. So clearly something has to be wrong, because I don't know why players on both teams are making so many passes that just not hitting the target. Chance wide. Again, stood up there nicely and just not able to take advantage of it. So again, Prisons getting into good positions, but just not able to finish off the play. And Jabloteh would have to be, they must be mindful that that ball out isn't always working. But here's again the speed of Fraser. Can he play the ball? He tries to go, and yet again it's an errant pass that somehow you could see Terrell Garcia free as a bird there, but it just can't get the ball to him. And again, John this time guilty. All the time in the world, and then he just chips the ball, but he chips it out of bounds. So I think both camps, the coaches on both teams would be very, very disappointed right now, because they can't say they don't have possession. They get in possession, they're just not using that possession as well as they would like, or they should, one would have to say. So Ricardo John urging his troops to pick it up. He himself, of course, another standout from the secondary schools football league some years ago, prolific goal scorer. So Jabloteh with the, again, you could see the attempt at the big pass, and well, almost giving the ball away without any pressure at all on him. Jabloteh putting it down now, finally able to, and here's another. This is where the ball, it's just 1-2 passes, and then it's almost mandatory that they somehow produce something that doesn't work for them. This is the man, though, who could probably price open the defense, and he does again, only this time it takes a wicked hop, and the goalkeeper took a wicked hop, and it's almost like a little leg spin there, just pitched and turned, and goalkeeper Gray had to just push it. Luckily for him, he got enough on it. I'm not sure if it would have gone in, but he would not have known that at that instant. So Chestrill just growing in confidence here now. There's an early ball in, flicked in, and cleared away by the defense, but not very far. Jabloteh still with possession. And here's Chestrill again, going with the short ball. Jabloteh with numbers back. Prisons trying to come out. And still looking to keep possession. And off to the races he goes again. Only this time, Fraser couldn't keep it in play. But he's showing an awful lot of the ball to the defender who's having a rough time with him, Marshawn Simon. And he knows that the speed of Fraser is a little nudge in the back there, but the referee's allowing play because Jabloteh will keep possession. And here's another errant ball, luckily for them. And the pass, though, when is Sween going to release it? Still going. Coming onto that left foot, has a shot that is blocked. And John is coming back to help out Chestrill, not able to keep possession. And again, that's really waiting for the attacker to come and just giving it away. Prisons still nipping here. Chestrill looking to play the ball inside. Early ball, still flicked on, shot just wide. Again, good combination play from Jabloteh, and the shot. Probably trying to see if he could catch Gray, surprise him, and it just was on the wrong side of the post. We saw yesterday where, of course, Rice played a similar ball, but he got his on the inside of the post for the goal. That's a good reverse ball. Now a chance here. Prisons and Jabloteh have to be careful because there is always Figueroa looking at the back post, and they cannot keep their eyes off of him at all. And watch the overload again because there is a man running free as a bird behind everybody. But Prisons doing well. Now Jabloteh, can they get something going? That should be an infringement, and it is. So 45 minutes gone. It's still 1-0 in this one. Jabloteh, a third-minute item scored by Caden Chestrill. That's what is separating the teams at the moment. Jabloteh looking for win number 6 on the trot. Prisons will love their 5th win on the trot with victory tonight. Who will have their way? And again, this is so careless. Easy ball, easy opportunity to use teammates. But I suppose if you're going to dribble, that's the part of the field you're going to dribble in your offensive third. If it works, fine. If not, then at least you might have numbers back to help out. It's when it breaks down like that is when you have problems. Says Akers out here. Figaro, can you get the ball across? John is looking, and again Martin is in the way. Almost ever present there. He's not the biggest man. But he has a good sense of positioning, and once again he's able to create the interception and keep the ball out. So a lot of gesticulating in the Jabloteh defense because they know that the marking is not as it should be. Here's another opportunity, headed down, and eventually it's cleared away, so they're going to do it again. Time there you see the ball just scrambled away. Anywhere would do. So another opportunity now. Kevin Williams to be the provider. He has 5 teammates in the area, headed out, and then helped further away. That should do it for the first half. It's the end of the first half. 1-0 is the scoreline here. Jabloteh with the lead in this one, so they're halfway there, but they still have another 45 minutes to negotiate. But at the end of the and placed it nicely into the side netting, but this time it passed on the correct side of the goal, and 1-0 was the scoreline. Here he was again turning provider. This time Webb with the shot, but he couldn't get it on frame. And another opportunity. This was a brilliant run by Simon. Tees it up nicely here for Fraser, and he mishits it and just snuck wide. Trestrail again coming more and more into the game, again picking his spot. That was a wicked hop, and eventually Gray got a touch on it, and this too could have been another dangerous one for them. Trestrail trying to pass it in, trying to sneak it in at that near post there, but missed out. And moments after that, just getting a boot in there and giving away the corner, but preventing the goal. So that's the situation at the half in this one. It's 1-0. Juan Jabloteh over Prison Service. Remember, you're watching the TT Premier Football League here live on 360 TV with the compliments of KFC. We'll be back with the second half.
A feeling for a big meal must be KFC with big taste, chicken, and big flavor, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I am the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal must be KFC with big taste, chicken, and big flavor, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I am the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal must be KFC with big taste, chicken, and big flavor, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I am the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal must be KFC with big taste, chicken, and big flavor, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I am the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal must be KFC with big taste, chicken, and big flavor, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I am the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal must be KFC with big taste, chicken, and big flavor, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I am the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal must be KFC with big taste, chicken, and big flavor, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I am the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal must be KFC with big taste, chicken, and big flavor, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I am the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal must be KFC with big taste, chicken, and big flavor, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I am the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal must be KFC with big taste, chicken, and big flavor, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I am the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal must be KFC with big taste, chicken, and big flavor, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I am the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal must be KFC with big taste, chicken, and big flavor, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I am the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal must be KFC with big taste, chicken, and big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. and big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC. A feeling for a big meal. Must be KFC. With big taste. Chicken, chicken, chicken. And big flavor. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Who keeps saying that? I'm the voice in your belly. Must be KFC.
Welcome back to the Hazley Crawford Stadium as we get ready for second half action in the TT Premier Football League encounter between Juan Jabloteh and Prison Service FC. Prisons, of course, trailing in this game by 1-0, but by no means out of the running here, as I'm sure they'll be hoping to be just a little more clinical in front of goal, and that could make all the difference. But then the same could be said for Jabloteh. They've had a number of good opportunities. We see a change taking place. I couldn't really tell you who the player is just yet. And coming on to the field, I'll try and figure it out for you in a little bit as they get ready, Prisons, to try and see if they could first wipe off this goal and then put themselves in position to possibly win the game outright. But that's the scenario here for them. They need a goal, as they say. They need it in the worst way, and trying to go. So here we go with second half action in this encounter. Prisons trying to erase that 1-0 goal differential that Jabloteh has. Here comes Jabloteh once again. Opportunity now, and again not taking that first opportunity. That's Sween turning, twisting. Here's Trestrail. Again, plays a nice little ball. Very simple, very orthodox. Plays it out. Chance here now, but again, Figueira reading it nicely and covering the gaps, making up the stagger quickly and ensuring that it doesn't go very far. And it works because they're able to get the interception, but again, tough ball. Trestrail with an opportunity there, but he too misses out. And again, trying to keep the ball in, but not able to do that there. That was bad. And starting almost like where they left off. And the ball just not going where the players would like. Quickly, Prisons getting back in positions. That's not a bad ball. And at the back post, but once again, that early shot. Losing possession again. This is Paris now, looking for something. Figueira trying to set it up, but he loses out. And here comes Trestrail. Early ball. Jabloteh now on the move once more. Good opportunity to get the ball inside. Guerra plays a good, Garcia plays a brilliant ball, but it's just intercepted. And here they come now, Prisons. They too trying to get started quickly. And then they lose possession and they give it away. But Jabloteh back with possession themselves. Baird. Again playing the ball, but it's more of a hopeful ball than a decisive pass. And Malachi Webb is not able to corral the ball as easily as he would like. Here's a good ball and an excellent first-time effort, but the ball up back is not a good one, but it's teed up nicely there and really careless defending. You just pass the ball right. Shot was not a good one, but he could so easily have been punished for that, and Cabby must be breathing a huge sigh of relief here. And we have another card being shown, and this time, of course, it is Fraser who gets a yellow card. So 2 Jabloteh players now on yellow. And they have to be careful. Don't want to go down a man, put more pressure on your opponents, or on your teammates, I should say. And but again, trying quickly to just get moving. And that's the thing that Prisons would have to be careful with here, because even though you want to go quickly, you still want to do it in a controlled manner and make sure that the passes are proper passes, and don't just rush everything and as you say, you nearly get the ball where it's supposed to be. That's another good throw, but again, good defending, but they haven't gotten rid of it. Still, they haven't gotten rid of it, and eventually it's cleared away. Webb trying to keep it out. Opportunity now, and this could be problems here. Ball played back inside, and I'm not sure who he played it for. The goalkeeper seemed to have it covered, but the defender decided that he will take charge, and danger averted, but only just. And the Prisons now starting the better of the two in this second half, and full of running. But again, those passes are much too strong. But that's the way Prisons play. They're a lot more direct. They're not afraid to play the early ball out of the back, and they will keep pressing. Hospitales is on the field, and that's a brilliant shot that just pushed around by the goalkeeper. De Santos was at full stretch there. Once more, the passes just giving the ball away in dangerous positions. And now look at how many of those Prison shirts are queuing up at the back post there. Most of them unmarked. So Jabloteh has to be careful here. And the ball is badly overhit. So good numbers, but not taken advantage of. So another opportunity there, another potential goal scoring opportunity goes awry. The ball badly overhit there by Headley. You have two players. There's another collision there, and I think both players. Malachi Webb is one, and seem to have gotten his bell rung, as we say. So the referee is always encouraged to stop the game whenever we're dealing with head injuries or potential head injuries. And you could see both players really were holding their heads. So there would have been a collision of heads there. And the referees are encouraged to stop the game immediately and allow the medical teams to come out and do the needful, but I think they're going to continue. So Paul is back on, so too is Malachi Webb. And that's, again, it's almost like routine in the game where players just pass the ball and somehow can't seem to hit the target. And as a result, the ball is turned over time and again, despite there not being any pressure. But Figueroa does well as he controls it, goes for the return ball, it doesn't come, and they're still fighting for it. This is good football. And now Trestrail plays a nice ball. Good opportunity now for Malachi Webb. He's going knifing his way through. That's a good ball, but it's over push, and the goalkeeper is going to come and claim it. And again, the goalkeeper is not happy with that, Gray, because he thought he had possession early enough, and the defense not a good one at all. And he just kind of, Lyndon Sweeney just left his foot there. And that is what is causing all the angst right now, as goalkeeper Gray is not happy. And you could see the Prisons players just, they wanted a card. And we have another substitution, but I can't see it very far. The light isn't the best over in the distance. And but we'll see what happens there. But I think Seals is the man who is off, and I think Garcia is on for Prisons, Nathaniel Garcia. And again, Gray, his distribution really has let him down badly in this game. And that's what, 2 in succession that he's trying to play in this same general area. And he missed the target totally on both occasions. So still the 1 goal separating the 2 teams. 56 minutes gone in this game. So we're into the 12th minute of the second half, and neither team have settled. That looks suspiciously like a fall through, because you could see the back foot off the ground, and trying to thread the needle there. Jabloteh. Lovely ball out here, and then Garcia slips and falls, and almost comically the ball bounces over his head as he fell down. So again, there was a little bit of rain earlier, but it wasn't like, as you say, big rain, and it has since subsided, but there might have been a little give on the ground, and now it's really up to the players to adjust. I don't think many of them have changed footwear, and as a result, some of them may be slipping and sliding. Lovely ball in, good control, and great ball over on that far side, but once again, the control is not the best, and Jabloteh get a bite, could get something out of it. In fact, it's taken away, and then probably trying to do a little too much there, Fraser, and he loses the handle on it. So it hasn't been the best of starts to the second half for Jabloteh, but they still lead by that 1 goal. Here's another long throw in, and it's a real weapon for Prisons, because they have these giants up in attack. And the Jabloteh marking has to be a lot better here now, because Prisons, it's one of the areas that they can hurt you is with these set plays. So whether it's a long throw or a corner kick or a free kick. So you have to be spot on, especially with the players running for the near post, to the flick-on headers. Here it is again, and it comes down, but again, nobody's there to get the shot off, and as a result, it's taken away. It's going to be another corner kick, but good defending there from Jarvis. He held his ground, didn't dive in, and he kept the attacker rather with his back to goal, not allowing him to turn, and Paul didn't really have a chance to get a shot off. But they still have another corner kick, so the Jabloteh not out of the woods as yet. This one is on the ground and now cleared away. Can he control it? Again, not really reading the bounce of the ball very well, Sween. Trestrail does well. The early ball and the swing now. Can he play the ball? That's a great ball down this right-hand side. Opportunity here. Cuts inside. Goes to goal. Saved by the keeper. Really, the players are queuing up at the back post there. And really a good opportunity there. And deflected out. So Gray did well covering that first post. But Garcia, when he cut inside, he had picked his head up, he would have seen that he had players queuing up. He had about 3 red shirts inside of him. And probably could have used one of them. Instead, he opted to cut outside. Here's the corner kick. Swung in nicely. And but again, the ball in is not a good one. Jabloteh still battling for it, but this is where prisoners can hurt you big time. Those quick counters, and off to the races they go. But once more, after doing all of the hard work, the pass is an errant one, and I'm sure you're probably sick of me saying that, but that's precisely what has been happening here. They just can't seem to determine what they want to do with the ball, and even when they do, as we say, guys take their good, sweet time to make a bad pass. Opportunities again. That's a great ball, but intercepted nicely. Jabloteh on the move. Where's the shot? Opportunity here over the bar, not too far off. Well, a brilliant effort indeed. Really just giving Garcia way too much time to turn really as this fire away. Unfortunately for him, it didn't come down early enough. So Jabloteh just seemed to be just broken the little spell that prisoners had early on, and now they're trying to see if they could do it. John trying his best here to keep prisoners humming. They're on the march again, looking to scamper forward with it now, trying his best to keep his man away. Here's the other John, Eversley John. But Jabloteh just doing enough, and the referee allowed play to continue. But the man just got wiped out there, and was having a hard time getting back in play. That would have been Thomas, or Martin rather. Garcia not able to control it. Jabloteh trying to defend. That's good football. A chance here. Taking it wide, but he has support further wide. Now he decides to go in with it. And that too is defended quite nicely. But this is where the danger could come, because Garcia again losing his footing, and the opportunity is lost. And how many times will this happen to a lot of these players? And it's probably a footwear issue, and that could be easily solved if they would just change the footwear and not allow themselves to miss out on those opportunities, because he had a one-on-one situation. He probably was going to really toast his man, and then he just slipped and fell, and then the chance was lost. Good opportunity. When is the return ball? But there's nobody at the back post this time. So he's looking for something. Shot again over the bar. Again coming in there late was arriving late, but then can't apply the finish. Garcia again. Jabloteh, good opportunities, and Trestrail coming in there nicely with the sliding tackle, but apparently it came off of him last. So it's going to be another Prison's throw-in. So after weathering that early Prison storm, Jabloteh, with some pressure of their own, John again. Can he get this one in this time? or Gray rather, does well. Ball is kept in. Jabloteh trying to squeeze the print. That's a great ball there. Opportunity here. And the shot. Scores. Brilliant goal. Again, coming in and putting it on target. Brilliant finish there from Brandon Figuera. He can't not score, as they say. So in the 65th minute, it's 1-1. And it's 1-1. And you could have seen it coming because the Jabloteh defenders more or less seem to the inside. Nobody marking him. Past the goalkeeper. So 1-1 it is. And once he got past Martin, the other defenders couldn't close him down quickly enough. And so we're all level now, Jabloteh. And just as I was making the point that they looked like they had weathered the storm, they give up that advantage. Another opportunity now for them to probably get this one back quickly, and unable to do so. Again, the defender really at 6s and 7s there, but luckily for him, that touch was enough to disrupt proceedings. One goal each. Chesterfield battling away there, but having a tough time. That's the substitute who has just come on for Nathaniel Garcia. Jabloteh again with opportunities, and once more losing his footing there, Malachi Webb, and having to pull his man back. And the middle of the park is much too open. I'm sure the coaches will be curious to try and tighten up in those spaces, but Chesterfield. Opportunity quickly as they switch sides, and Jabloteh again trying to get something going. Chesterfield does well, shakes off one challenge, trying to squeeze the ball in, and probably needed some elevation on that one. Never got it. Still, and again another player goes down because of the surface. And now Prison's on the march again, but Martin does well to come back to get ahead of his man. But Prison's doing very well. This is where Prison's having an advantage. They just seem to have more bodies in the middle of the park. Garcia again, trying from distance, blocked. But Jabloteh not able to get out of their own half at the moment. Another brilliant ball onto the back post it goes. Just not able to track it down, or at least get it first time, but is able to track it down and keep it in play. Another early ball, and scores! That is goal number 2. 4 Prisons have come back, not just to equalize, but they've also taken the lead in this game. A brilliant finish there. The man, Kyron Williams, in the 70th minute of play. So in the space of 5 minutes, prison and he just guided it in. So what a turnaround this from Prisons. They were never out of the game. They just the goalkeeper could do with that one. And Jabloteh forced into some changes now as they look for some reinforcements to try and see if they could really get things going again. They've really lost the plot, as we say, and will need to get back on track as they just try to stabilize themselves rather than, because you're not going to get all the goals back immediately. So it's really a question of building the play, making something happen. But that's, again, another errant pass. And the Prisons only too happy to see them push it around. So Valentine is on for Jabloteh. They're going to need him to really get cracking. Another ball played inside, or intended for the inside. Early ball, chance here now. Opportunity to shoot wide. Again. And you could see him, he's, as they say, in the mood right now, which is a good sign for Jabloteh. Prisons, though, would want to keep him at bay as much as possible. Good opportunity again now. This is where they have all this the advantage, because they just seem to have better numbers in the middle of the park. Patrolling in the middle. Jabloteh just a little bit stretched. They have their back four, and then they just seem to have these big gaps in there. And Prisons are just finding little pockets and are able to exploit it. So again, another turnover there. So it's just those little things that they probably would like to see improving. So Dwight Jordan is also on the field, and off comes the big fella, Ricardo John, and he is being replaced by Jeremiah Vidal. Santos again trying to get it upfield, but not able to keep it in play. And again, the pressure remains from Prisons. So they lead him by 2-1 now. 65th minute from Brandon Figuera. And Kyron Williams with the go-ahead goal in the 70th. And again, because the midfield is so wide open, and Prisons are just streaming through time and again. Now an opportunity here. That's a great ball. Can he get the handle on it? Turning and twisting there. That's his Jordan. Jordan plays it in again, aiming at Malachi Webb. And eventually the defender comes back and helps out, but heads it away. It's going to be a corner kick to Jabloteh. Again, Paul coming back to help out on defense. So Jabloteh, they still have some time, 15 minutes or so left in regulation to try and grab an equalizing goal and maybe set up a grandstand finish here to see if any of these two teams can get a winner, but they have to score one first. And this one curls out and then back in. The referee doesn't see. So I think the ball went out and then came back in. So Daryl Garcia was trying to curl it. So you have another substitution. To Jabloteh, so they're ringing the changes now as they try to get something going here. Isaiah Leacock is on. As is and this one is given away, but Jabloteh doing well, just policing the ball, if you know what I mean, escorting it out. That's dangerous, almost. Presented an opportunity for Prisons. So the game just stretched a little bit, and Jabloteh just not able to really kind of get control, or the type of control that they would want. And this young man who's trying to get in there, and that's going to be a tough one there because Trestrail went in, and the referee now has a decision to make because both men stayed down, and but it really was a 50-50 ball, and trying to get there, Trestrail seemed to have gotten the worst of it. And the referee is to make a decision, but still no decision is made. And Prison doing a good job selling the idea that Trestrail was the guilty one, but he came out as he was going into it here. He got the ball, but then he got stepped on, it looked like. And so, for the referee is, because he never, well, he blew the whistle, but he never really indicated which way the infringement would go. So it's going to be interesting. Now he has a card. Does he have a card in his hand? Is he waiting to give that to Trestrail for the foul? And that is going to be harsh because Trestrail was tackling the ball. He played the ball, and in the follow-through, Garcia actually stepped on him. If anything, both players might have been guilty of going over the ball, and he stepped, well, he actually caught him on both legs. He caught him on the instep, and then he caught him on the right leg first of all, and then he caught him on the left leg after that. So certainly an interesting decision, but it's going to be so Jalen Matthews is also out there for Jabloteh. As they try desperately here. Here's another shot going towards goal, but just watched. Wasn't far off. So now, all of a sudden, all the balls are coming forward, but there's nobody to build it anymore as they look to get an early ball going towards goal, but Prison's just mindful, they're not worried, they're leading, so it's anywhere will do, as they say. Trying to play it, still going with it. Terrestrial plays a nice little ball in, is an opportunity for a shot, takes a deflection, but the deflection also takes a lot of the sting out of the ball, out of the shot, and it's an easy save for Gray. Jabloteh 1, Prisons 2. That's the scoreline now. Prisons again working on their 5th win on the trot. And again, a tackle coming in there very late, but the referee allowing play to continue. As another opportunity here is Matthews. Looking to turn his man, coming on to his left foot. Flicks the ball in, and tough ball because nobody there. Now again, Jabloteh would have to be careful here. The back post, if you know what I mean, or the back door. And that's a tough challenge once again. And this is going to be a yellow card this time. And that's the goal scorer getting in there, Kyron Williams, who's getting yellow. So 2-1, Jabloteh trying to get an equalizing goal here. Terrestrial being harassed, does well, still going, gliding his way forward, plays a nice little ball inside, but then the return is not a good one, and he's out of position, and that's the outlet that Prisons are taking advantage of over there. Figuera again, speedy and able to stretch the defense. Keeps the ball up at this end, which is exactly what Prison wants at this time. 83 minutes gone. And we have another player down. So it's been a keenly contested affair, very physical game, a lot of tackling, a lot of sort of recovery tackles as players sort of laid on the line here. So still, Terrestrial opened the scoring in the 3rd minute to give Jabloteh a 1-0 lead early. They held on that lead through the first 45. But in the second half, Prisons really turned it up a notch. Jabloteh just was struggling a little bit to keep up with them, but at the same time, they were also able to prize open a couple good opportunities. Hit a couple good shots on target, or just off target, I should say, close enough, just over the bar, and also force a couple saves. But here is the goalkeeper also coming into play now, Dos Santos. And that's more like it for him. And he may get another bite of the cherry here. Chestrail does well. Jabloteh on the move once more. That's a great ball. The early ball in. And just not able to keep it from going out. It's going to be a Prison's ball, and they're going to take their own sweet time getting that ball back in play. And so we see Williams is coming off for Prisons, as is with two Williamses, Kyron Williams and Kevon Williams. And coming on for Prisons would be the number 11, Jalen Bristol. And also making his entry, number 15, Ainsley Grisette. So Grisette and Bristol, the substitutes. The two Williams, Kevon Williams and Kyron Williams, making their exit. Time really now becoming a factor for Jabloteh, and because everything is so hurried, they're not able to really get things. Here's a chance for a shot. Would have been a brilliant goal had it stayed down, but unfortunately it just kept going up and away for Vidal. Good control early, cuts onto his right foot, saw the defender not closing him down quickly enough, and fired away. And here's another infringement, and going over on that occasion. And Del Fraser's kind of going out of the game a little bit. That's another good ball. Now, can he get the cross in? Still trying there, but battling. Referees allowing play to continue, but Matthews not able to keep possession. He thought about hitting it first time, Matthews, but not able to, decided against it, and then when he lost possession, he had to kind of use his arms. So 88 minutes going. Jabloteh time running out on them here, but we should have quite a bit of added on time because we've had quite a few stoppages. Here's another careless ball out from goalkeeper Gray. Jabari Gray has really not been able to. Oh, that's a tough ball, but Chestrail, luckily for him, he gets it back. So just the one goal separating these two teams. It's 2-1 in favor of Prisons. Can they hold on here for their fifth win on the trot? And with play like that, that helps. Because again, no pressure. And the ball it's almost like it hit a wall and just rebounded off the field. Martin trying to get things going quickly for Jabloteh. Really ushering players forward. Sends a nice long one in. And the referee allowed play to continue, but the player, Jerry, was just buried in that challenge. This could be dangerous here for Jabloteh. Doing very well there to get back. At least one man, and eventually they crowded him out. and prevented the other one. Now, again, Dos Santos must know that because of time, you can't just kick it into touch like that. He had to get it upfield where he has all these players. It's about 5 minutes of added on time. So clearly he needed to play that ball upfield, and he had more than enough time to get his body into position to play it upfield, and instead of just playing it into touch. But it works out fine because here comes Jabloteh now, looking for some kind of movement, and still going, and is brought down. The referee plays the advantage. Now a chance here. Can Jabloteh get some numbers in the box? They only have 2 men in the box, and that's clearly not enough. Ball picked up quickly. Prisons. Carelessly get the ball. And here again, speaking about carelessly, that ball just rides up on the hands of Matthews there, and they turn it over. It's just been that kind of a game where a lot of unforced errors. From both teams, but now it's showing even more. It's probably a little more glaring for Jabloteh as they look to get back on an even keel here, but time is running out on them now. We into added on time. 5 minutes of added on time. Early ball, but again, that's not a sort of a controlled play. That's really a hopeful ball at best. Good ball out, Matthews. Trying to run with it, plays the ball in, but again, easily read. Now a chance for them to come forward with the ball, get it to Trestrail possibly, and allow him to do something with it. But Martin is going to bring this one forward. And here they come again. That's a great ball, just a little too strong. And trying to get in there behind the defense. And it was a brilliant ball, but it was just a little too strong. And you could see the player just tumbling over. And the goalkeeper had it under control, but the way he went down, it might be that he pulled a muscle or something. Because I don't think anybody touched him. He was just trying to get to the ball, and then just sort of collapsed when he realized that he couldn't reach it. So they may have to get the stretcher for him. It's unfortunate though, because it was such a brilliant ball. Yes, you see him just sort of pulling up there as he was trying to get to the end of that one. It looks like the substitute Leacock is the man who's gone down there. So it's going from bad to worse for Jabloteh. They conceded two goals in the space of 5 minutes. They made a rush of substitutions, and now one of those substitutes might have to be substituted again, which is very unfortunate. But you could see Leacock trying to make the run, and then sort of just kind of pulled up and fell down and never really moved once he hit the ground. So very unfortunate. And you look at it again, it was a great ball in. And you could see him starting to run, and just watch here. He just pulled up right there, and he just went down. And had he been able to continue his run, he might have been able to at least create a little more of a distraction. But he is off the field now and will be replaced. And I think coming on for Jabloteh would be the I think the referee wanted to make sure that throw was taken, but so eventually they back to full strength. But time really working against them now, Jabloteh. And we get another free kick now. So everything is kind of helter-skelter as Jabloteh try desperately to get numbers forward. And this is a chance for them to really put it into the frame. Good header there. Getting it out of harm's way. Here's another one played back and headed out. But good control. Prisons, though, doing the smart thing, getting it up to the extremities of the field and getting it into the Jabloteh half. And where it's turned over. So it's going to be Prison's ball. And the man taking that throw is probably going to be walking from way in his own half. And even when he gets the ball, I don't think he's going to release it right away. So I think the time has basically run out on Jabloteh for this one. As the referee trying there desperately, good save from the goalkeeper, but again the pass is right back to Prisons as they have control of midfield and they have control of the ball. And goalkeeper Gray just kind of hits it upfield. Jabloteh looking for one last opportunity here to get to this one. Kept it in, and eventually it's taken over the line. It's going to be a corner kick. So good work over on that far side by Dwight Jordan, giving Jabloteh probably their last kick of the game here. We wait to see. And this has to be a near perfect corner kick, but everybody just seems to be going the bunch together there. Who is going to pull off? Here's the flicker and header, but not a good flick. The direction was off, and that might just be that for this one. Prisons are going to hold on here for a 2-1 final score. And Jabloteh, as they say, huffed and puffed, but just couldn't get the job done. Still they play on. Referee allowing play to continue, so might just be another one. He's looking for something. That's a great ball, but the return ball is not a good one. Now a chance, and eventually it's headed away, and it's going to be a corner kick. But going down in the area, of course, and taking one for the team there, you'd have to say, and putting his head out, but the referee's allowing play to continue. Jabloteh with the corner, and nobody home. So goalkeeper is out of his area, but doesn't matter. That's the final whistle in this encounter, and that's the man with his goal that made that brought them level. And then of course it was Williams with the winner. Williams has since been substituted, but here is the first goal, the opening goal for Jabloteh. 3 minutes in, And Caden Trestrail gave the men in red and green the lead. And then in the second half, Jabloteh again teed this one up here. Luckily, they weren't punished for it, but I was careless defending there. You look at it again. He just kind of said, yeah, lick a pass. And that time, Williams couldn't take advantage. We'll see more from him shortly. Williams. Here's another chance for Jabloteh. Garcia turning his man nicely, but he went on that side. He really should have been aiming for the back post. And has another powerful drive, but didn't force a save from the goalkeeper on that occasion. And then moments after that, there's a ball that, again, that width created by Figueroa, and he was able to put it away, beating the goalkeeper high up. And then another opportunity here. 3 defenders around him, but he reacted the quickest, and that was Williams with the winner. Figueroa in the 65th to make it 1-1, and then Kyron Williams in the 70th made it 2-1. And neither team could find the net thereafter, despite some good opportunities. But that's how this one ended, with Jabloteh, after 5 wins on the trot, lost 2 Prisons, and Prisons now have 5 wins of their own, as they have jumped up now to, they tack on another 3 points here. They're still in 4th place, but this time they'll go up to 41 points, and they would skip over 3rd place Police, who remain on 39, but of course Police will have a game in hand and will have an opportunity to regain 3rd place. But for now, Prisons with this win will jump up to 3rd place on 41 points. So that's the situation here as we leave you from the Hazley Crawford Stadium with the news that Prisons have kept up their winning ways, 5 in a row now for them, ending the 5-game win streak for Jabloteh. The final score here, Prisons 2, Sour Jabloteh 1. That's the very latest here as we leave you from the Hazley Crawford Stadium.